Hi, my name is Nathaniel Chapman. I'm an assistant producer on Neverwinter Nights 2 Mask of the Betrayer. So Mask of the Betrayer is the first expansion pack for Neverwinter Nights 2, and Neverwinter Nights 2 really kind of is 3 games in one. It's a single-player campaign, it's a tool set, and it's a multiplayer game you can go and play online with your friends. And Mask of the Betrayer really extends all 3 aspects of the game. So for the single-player folks, we've got a new campaign. It kind of picks up where the story of Neverwinter Nights 2 left off, but it kind of tells a completely new story on its own as well. So whether or not you played through Neverwinter Nights 2, there'll be something for you in the expansion pack. You know, while it wraps up the story, you don't need to know what happened in Neverwinter Nights 2 to enjoy the story of Mask of the Betrayer. It's an epic level expansion, so it takes your character from level 18 all the way up to level 30. And we have some new races and classes, and if you want to try out one of those new races or classes, we'll actually level you up and give you equipment so that you'll be able to, you'll be properly equipped for this expansion pack. For the toolset, folks, we've added tons of new creatures, environments. You can actually see this kind of snowy environment we've added. New tile sets, new textures, new placeables, all kinds of new stuff that, you know, whether or not you play the single-player campaign, if you're a builder, you'll get use of those in your modules as well. And then for the multiplayer folks, we've done a lot of work with the DM client, done a lot of work to improve the process of connecting to games, the ease of running these thin-cell persistent worlds, which are sort of like little miniature MMOs that people have started running online. So really, there's something for everyone who enjoyed Neverwinter Nights 2 in Mask of the Betrayer, and really, it really extends all aspects of the game in that sense. So some of the new races we've added are the 4 Ganassi, and the character you'll see right now is an air Ganassi. They're actually affected by the elemental powers of air. So each Ganassi type is sort of like a mix between a human and the element that they represent. So the air Ganassi, you can see she kind of has a lightning halo around her, and certain features of her look kind of airy in nature. And so really we tried to make the new characters look very distinct and reflective of their elemental heritage. I'm going to show you another area type now. We have the campaign is set in Rashomon, which is a far to the east of where Neverwinter Nights 2 took place. And as part of this, you visit the land of Thay, which is a kind of pseudo-Egyptian land populated by scheming red wizards, who are a sort of evil organization of wizard specialists. And there's actually a new prestige class that you can play called the Red Wizard. And one of the companions who actually can join you in the game is a Red Wizard, and so she kind of introduces you to the land and lets you know what's going on here. But here you can see one of our new environments, and one of our big efforts with the new environments is to really make them look more alive, more dynamic, and more interesting than the Neverwinter Nights 2 environment. So you can see kind of the dust particles, the clouds of dust, the very like severe lighting. And all those things really help to make each area feel unique. And all these things are available for people in the tool set to use on their own. So really this is, everything that we've added to the single player campaign really is also focused on giving people who want to make their own levels something that they can use in the tool set as well. And also on the tool set, we've focused a lot on really making it more user-friendly, more accessible, really giving people what they need to make the best levels they can. And also we've made a lot of those improvements to the DM client that I mentioned earlier that should really make it so if you want to go on and play with your friends, it really should be a lot easier than it was in the base game of Neverwinter Nights 2. Neverwinter Nights 2 Mask of the Betrayer is scheduled to ship this fall, and should have something for everyone who enjoyed Neverwinter Nights 2.
Any kind of quest or anything you can show us?
Okay, yeah. Let me show you some. Maybe it would be cool to like give you some new characters and stuff.
Yeah, you can
okay.
tell us about them.
Okay, new races or whatever. Okay. So some of the new races that we've included are the elementally touched Ganassi, and you can actually see each different one has a very unique appearance. You know, you've got your air Ganassi. They actually in-game show up with lightning hair, and they have sort of a very airy appearance. You've got the Earth Ganassi, who have kind of this statuesque, almost like their skin is made of stone. The Fire Ganassi are especially interesting because they're sort of, as they're touched by fire, they have this sort of very like, almost fiery appearance. And when you get them into game, you'll actually see that they have their hair actually is made out of fire, and so it really gives them a unique appearance that no other character has. one thing is that we've really tried to improve the performance side of the renderer a lot. And so instead of putting in expensive new graphics features, we've really just more focused on making the characters look very distinctive, making a lot of the art look a lot cleaner, really improving the quality and look of the art. So you can see the Ganassi has a really unique look, and none of the other characters in the game will really look like a Ganassi. So you can go and make one of your new characters and take them into the expansion and play them, or you can make it, use them in your own modules, whatever you want, or in a multiplayer game. So really, all of the new races, classes, and everything really do add a lot of value for you, whether or not you play single player, multiplayer, or play with the tool set. We've also tried to put a bigger focus on player choice in the campaign. So, for instance, when you get in Neverwinter Nights 2, you really had to take the companions with you at certain points of the game. Really, in Mask of the Betrayer, all the companions are optional. You really can choose whether or not you want to bring them, and each one really has his own motivations and desires. And you can really tell when they're in your party, you really can tell what they like, what they don't like, and if you really are cruel to them, or if you do things that will really lower your influence with them, they may in fact choose to leave your party, or if you do something really bad, they may attack you. On the flip side, if you're really good to them and you get them to really believe in you and you inspire them, you can actually get them to become stronger and to make you stronger through their influence.